Are you ready to plant seeds, grow crops, and destroy your neighbors?
Here's what you need to know to play Garden Wars. As you play cards, you build your garden in 3 rows: seeds, crops, and expert. To start the game, give each player 1 almanac card to place on the table in front of them. Then, shuffle the remaining almanac cards into the deck.
Deal out 5 cards to each player. If you are dealt a
Disaster card!
Shuffle it back into the deck and take another card.
This is your draw pile. This is your compost pile, where you discard face up. The player to the left of the dealer goes first, and gameplay moves clockwise. When it's your turn, you can take up to 2 of the following actions. 1. Plant a seed. You can have as many seeds as you want. 2. Grow a crop. You can only have 5 different crops. Look for point values and stacking bonuses. 3. Play an expert card. Only 1 expert card for each crop. If a crop is destroyed or taken, the expert card goes to the compost. 4. Attack your neighbor. Hi-ya! Ka-chow! Shoo, shoo, shoo. 5. Discard a card into the compost pile. At the end of your turn, refill your hand back to 5 cards. This is the only time you can refill your hand. Please note, your first almanac is placed on the table, and any extra almanacs you pull go into your hand. You lucky duck. Important things to know. At any time, you can stop an attack if you have a matching block card or an almanac. Both cards are then discarded to the compost. If you draw a disaster card, my crops.
Oh no! Not my tomatoes!
Place it face up on the table immediately. Disaster cards affect all players, and only your trusty almanac can save you. If you play an almanac, it goes into the compost. This is where I'd like to remind you that you can only refill your hand at the end of your turn. You may not like it, but that's Garden Wars. Garden Wars is a game of action. Do not hesitate to attack your opponents. You can add some fun by calling out your moves.
I bunnies your lettuce.
Well, I fence your bunnies!
But how do you win?
When the last card is pulled from the deck, the growing season has ended, and the final round begins. Everyone has 1 last turn, ending with the player who drew the last card. Then, count up your crops and bonus points. The player with the most points wins the title of Best Gardener! Best Gardener! Ooh, and in the event of a tie, the player with the most cards, including expert cards, crop cards, and seeds, is the winner! Hashtag Best Gardener. Best Gardener!